mid lane, we're not really going to be seeing much ganks, but there's going to be a lot of noises made. Very noisy mid lane.
It's been a while since we've seen Lissandra. I think we saw her in a couple of games in the spring season. I wasn't commentating them, I don't think. And she just makes a lot of noise on the Korean client, as now, maybe for good reason, as there's the flash, and Fate picks up the solo kill first blood. 32 minutes into this game, these two inhibitors going to be the next targets. No fight to be started just yet as Fate takes way too much damage, and now Rich moves on in to try and get this team fight started. Moonlight Vigil is fantastic from FaZe in the backline as well, as inhibitor on bot side is going to be taken. The one in mid already down, and FaZe is getting to work on these Nexus turrets. Looking pretty over Valdez. As now in goes Summit for that last-ditch effort. I believe he got exhaust. No, the exhaust wasn't up, but he just didn't do enough damage, as that wasn't the real Kuzan. Rich keeps himself alive. Umbral Dash gets himself out of there. The Infernal Chains are going to land. The center locks down the kill, but there are no more Nexus turrets left. Team Dynamics will walk away with a Game 1 win up against Sandbox.
And this mid lane, oh boy.
Yukal gets himself out, but the Ignite ticks down, and that is another LeBlanc getting a first blood in a solo kill.
You gotta respect that, help him out, as they're starting the Baron now. This is on Vision.
Yep, Kakao has a 3-level advantage, so it isn't very fair, as Tal does, of course, have Death Realm as well. And now got a very late teleport to come in. Tarzan going to be put into that Death Realm right now. As Sword gets on over, it is the Baron secured. As now Tarzan with the Cosmic Radiance did with the 5-head plays once again. But is it going to be enough, or are they just too far behind? The Facebreaker's Gigantic Viper stays alive for a very long time, but Woodid has fallen. Yukal eventually goes down, and this game, my friend, is over.
The game should be over from here. Griffin, unfortunately, not able to put it together here at the last moment, as Viper against Kakao. Just got to dunk him one last time with the Jin Air.
Jin Air flag, I love it. Heroic entrance as Kakao taking a bit of damage, but Tarzan wants to take Sangyun, who fails the flash over the wall. That is real bad news, Bears. Taunt comes in there from Dan Chung, though, as Tarzan going down very low, and Nova's able to take down that kill. Yukal, a lot of damage off to the back end, as there's the Obliterate from Sword to take out the CAD. Double. Taunt does come down there from Dan Chung, but he gets immediately put into the Death Realm, which saves Yukal from having to get out of the way, and a double kill will ensue.
39 minutes, 40 seconds.
Got it. All right, I'm going to predict 41 minutes.
That was my first thought.
All right.
Yes, so we're on the same page here.
Well, Tarzan goes in, gets himself the showstopper. Facebreaker into a couple into the backline, but it's not quite enough. Tarzan, the Cosmic Radiance was good, but just not quite good enough. And Heroic Entrance has been so expertly utilized. Sangyun just takes down the Mordekaiser. There's the double taunt to come out from Dan Chung, the madman in the mid lane. As that was a flash for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but it's just in celebration of Cerebral Gaming taking down Griffin in their first best of 3 of the promotion tournament. Both of our challenger teams have now toppled their respective opponents from the LCK.
Once they end up getting to it, but things are definitely going to be a little bit rough. Hextech Ultimatum
underneath the turret here as well, as Kuzan's going to get knocked up. The taunt flashed away from there by Kuzan, but the Colossal Smash comes in and puts the Corki in the Death Chamber. That was well forced on the side of Cerebral Gaming, but they are able to come out on top as Dan Chung does get stunned. There's the Cataclysm over the wall as Cosmic Radiance does come down. Dan Chung, good double 2-man taunt as Nova just uses his showstopper very interestingly there, and it is just going to be answered by Team Dynamics. Nova now finds himself on the wrong side of everything. Not going to get knocked up, but FaZe just flashing on forward. The Haymaker doesn't get anything done, and I don't know why FaZe decided to flash, but neutral objective. Dan Chung spots them out here, but I have a feeling they're not going to be able to do enough as 5 members of Dynamics are in the area. Beyond gets the turnaround ultimate. There's the showstopper into the back line. Emperor's Divide does absolutely nothing as Rich is on top of Dan Chung and will put him in the Death Chamber. Kakao now out of this fight for good as Rich gets in on top of Sangyun. The Death Realm is in, and it's Rich fighting against Tal, and now Tal is going to be too far up in this lane. Gonna get stunned up, the Facebreaker comes in, Cougar even grabs the kill as Trouble Bubble just barely misses onto Sangyun. Infernal Soul is going to be there. We'll see where the Dynamics move back to collect that one. The last-ditch teamfight is going to be happening now as Tal has teleported behind Dynamics, but there's a control ward there. He's just been met as he throws down the Death Realm. Now the rest of Dynamics are going to have to try and see what they can do. Beyond is there in the Death Realm with him, but look at the damage. The showstopper gets Cougar into the backline. 3-man Facebreaker. Immediate double kill from FaZe, as this will just be the end of the game. Kuzan flashing forward. Dan Chung down very low as he has to sit on his fountain now. And Dynamics speedrunning the promotion tournament. This is likely a 24-minute victory, maybe not even that, as the next Nexus turret is going to go down. Rich flashing on top of Sangyun, who has to flash to his fountain. And Dan Chung is now in the trouble bubble. 23.5 minutes for game 2, 26 minutes for game 1. This is one of the fastest promotions that we've seen. And this is a Team Dynamics that had a 1-4 record against Sorable Gaming in the Challenger's career. Like, incredible is here for Sandbox's Summit. Moves on down. Fate continues to be frustrating, but Yukal chasing after him. And the big one is going to land. That is actually Fate well and truly chunked out. True Shot Barrage does some work. Onto Wadid there on the backside. His sword tries to lock him down, but Tarzan is so close to dead. Root dives over the wall. A hero play, but he gets exhausted on the backside, and now Sword's trying to get on top of him, but he's just running them around the rosy. Root is a god in this team fight. Summit dives onto Sword, and it's a triple kill as Root says no to his former. Crescendum teleport here back for Summit, who does have himself a revolver now. And dives on Antara here. The hijack comes in. Antara in trouble. Summit will throw this one back. And there's a solo kill out of nowhere. Antara, no idea that that was even a thing that he had to worry about. From the top side of the map, Summit dashing on over. They are going to clear out this control ward. And Sandbox have control of the pit. They have the low ground, as LS would say. Trophy comes out.
I think that they're just gonna burst. Wait.
Griffin needs to make a decision. They need to go in. They need to try and do something. As Root gonna get devoured. The Ornhorn not going to come back there, as there's Cloud Soul. And now in goes Yukal. Only hits Gorilla though, and he's gonna be taken down. The bullet time has to flash immediately, and Viper gets no damage. Now the Ornhorn is going to be picked up, locks down Irove, and Summit is still alive. Flashes out, stays true, and now Gorilla looks for Root, who's dived on top of this Orn. He is extraordinarily dead. Shuriken backflip is going to land also, and Fate is not done. Now looking for Tarzan, who's behind enemy lines. I was half expecting that turret to hit Fate, but that is their side of the map.
Which means there's not a whole...
this could be it. Comes down. He's got so many chakrams. What the heck? The amount of damage available from Root. He's taken down the Trundle. There goes the Braum, but he's just goes a little bit too deep. They're trying to take down the Nexus turrets. The Summit is very low. Runs away from the tower shot, but isn't going to keep himself alive. Now Viper and Yukal, they're the last men standing, but they should be able to be enough. This is insane.
Oh, man.
Okay, Glacial Fissure comes out from Summit. He's trying to get something done. This is the... Oh my god, Aphelios! Root just wiping the floor with him. The Akali's going to fall down. Remember, Yukal does have a lot of damage, but so does Root. The cleanup is in, and Root hand delivers his team back into the LCK.
And Griffin have been eliminated from LCK. Sandbox keep themselves alive for one more series that will be tomorrow. Soul point to Sorable, especially not when it's the Ocean Soul is on fleek. He's going to find a cocoon. Bullet time comes down, looks to rip through the Elise. Fate's call comes in as now we've got Root getting gigantic amounts of knockups. Great work by Gorilla there as Tal. Immediately exhausted. The Ren's going to be able to take down the Aatrox. The Ren set's now starting to continue as Fate picks up the kill onto Sangyun. And Sandbox will be able to get themselves the Drake and maybe even a kill onto Nova here as Fate still looking for it. As they venture into the right-hand side.
Oh dear. 3 members of Sorable sitting here as
look at how
there are sentries now as Root has hit level 14. Cow dives on in. Summit figures it all out though as Nova does land the dredge line now. Summit getting into the back line. Has the Dominus and is activated. He stayed alive for so damn long as Gorilla just wandering around the back of this fight. Double kill instantly. I think that was just one pierce as Sangyun gets corky by Fate. And Tal's like, oh, get me the heck out of here. I want game number 3, boys. This one is done. 1.5 minutes on the Ocean Drake as now Fate and Onfleek have just started off a 2-man Baron. And there's not a lot of information to be given over to Sarabal here as Sandbox are looking to really get this speedrun rolling of this last promotion match of the last promotion tournament of the LCK. Ragnarok comes down as Kakao looking to try and get in here, but Gorilla does have himself the Devour, so Root is going to be absolutely fine. But now Sarab will get in. Root goes gold, and that's going to keep him alive for the moment, but eventually he does fall down as that's the Baron taken by Sandbox, and the Azir will get rid of that Crocodile. Kakao slowed down as Gorilla's very tanky, and Summit's looking to try and be the hero. My god, the AoE damage is insane, and Sungin is already dead. Double kill in for Fate. As eventually Gorilla falls down, but he's done absolutely his job. As Summit is looking for even more. He will find that knock-up. Goodbye, that is the ace. Summit just moves on down. He does have his GA still up. Tal is standing outside Fog of War, now looking for the backline, but there's the knock-up after the flash from Onfleek to deny the engage this time from Tal, who's now slicing his way out of this one. Onfleek has done his job as Kakao is going to fall down. Onfleek utilizing his goggles, don't play fantastically well, also as the Cinder is taken down as an afterthought. Sandbox will get back to work on this inhibitor and now look to promote themselves to the LCK with 5 game wins in a row over the last 2 days. Dominant fashion from this team.
Yeah.
And Summit, it looks like he's back in form, and it's about damn time.
Well, we're going to teleport in here. This is going to be the last stand.
Oh, there's the Empress Divide onto 3. Is Nova trying to keep himself alive, but the Cogmore is dead. The Azir does have to fall for it, but that is all the damage available for Sarabal, now taken off the board. Gorilla there doesn't even eat his grey health, doesn't need to, as this Nexus is going to be taken down. And congratulations to Sandbox, and welcome back to the LCK.
Sandbox 3-0 in extremely convincing fashion, as that this series was very lopsided.
Severely. I mean, I actually...